Alright friends, so we're camped here at Swallow Falls State Park in Maryland. But right now we're actually going to go on a journey. We're about to go find the highest point in Maryland, which is Hoye Crest on Backbone Mountain. But the trail actually starts in West Virginia, so that's where we're headed. We'll see you over at the trailhead. Are you excited to go see the Maryland Highpoint?
Hopefully it's more worth it than the Pennsylvania Highpoint was.
Yeah, Mount Davis is a little lackluster. And well, she didn't get to climb the tower there, so she's afraid of heights. Alright friends, welcome to wild and wonderful West Virginia. All good things start here in West Virginia. In fact, we have an entire West Virginia RV camping playlist that you should definitely check out after you get done watching this video. The Maryland Highpoint, which is right here, your parking is going to be street side. It is quite horribly inconvenient, but it is what it is. Like I said, this is Hoye Crest on Backbone Mountain. We're going to be hiking back into Maryland. I think it's about a 2-mile hike according to all trails. So we'll see what comes of this. Well friends, we've talked about before, freshly cut timber is not the most scenic thing, but it does give you a unique opportunity here to see what's past the area that's timbered out. Otherwise you wouldn't get this great view behind me because you'd be in a dense forest full of trees. Now of course it's spring, so the foliage is just starting to leaf out. If you was to come even like in the fall, after trees are done with the leaves and stuff, yeah, you'd get to see, but it probably wouldn't be this good. I mean, this is a great view. Hopefully we'll get many more when we get up to the actual high point. Friends, who would have thought you had to walk uphill to get to a high point? This is a lot more strenuous than I expected it to be. Not sure exactly how far we have left to go yet, but I can sort of see the top of the ridge, so I can't imagine that we have to go much further. And friends, we were really expecting a rainy, miserable day today. If you look at pretty much all the weather reports, said today was going to be horrible. Well, as you can see right now, it's sunny and bright, and it's actually quite nice. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't let the weatherman scare you out of your camping trip, because it's not going to rain, odds are anyway, all day, every day while you're camping. It's just highly unlikely. So you're still going to get to go, and you're still going to get to do fun things, and it is what you make of it. I just hope it's not too cloudy when we get up here so we can actually see some views from the high point. seriousness, friends, I just wanted one solid time lapse without the wind blowing the camera over. It's crazy up here right now. It's very hard to enjoy because, I mean, it is really, really windy. We're gonna go check out marker number 3. That's the next goal. Rachel and the kids already headed over that way. I think they're anxious to get off of this ridge. It's really windy. Really, really, really windy. I also do find it pertinent to suggest that if there was any more foliage on the trees than there is right here right now, probably not worth coming up here. There is one spot that's cleared for you to see, I would assume, into Maryland. I think Maryland is that way. And then the other side looking into West Virginia, I mean, you can see sort of, but as you can, like right behind me now, you can't see anything towards West Virginia. Well, friends, as soon as you get off of that ridge, the wind's coming from that direction, which be from the east, which is also weird. Yeah, the wind's coming from Maryland. Anyhow, as soon as we're off the ridge, it's like 10 degrees warmer down here. There's no wind whatsoever. I mean, the ridge, we're probably only maybe 20 feet in elevation below it, and it's totally different. Now, over towards West Virginia, this way, it's of course not going to show up on camera. This, as far as like a hike for YouTube, no good. You can't see nothing. And it doesn't help that the only time lapses that I tried to take up there where you could see something, camera blew over. But as far as like actually being able to physically with your eyes walk up here and see stuff, it is quite scenic. But again, if there's any more foliage on the trees than there is right now, so this is, I think it's getting close to May 1st. May 1st might be today or tomorrow. Anyhow, you know, I would not suggest coming up here because you're not going to get scenery. So that's kind of where this is at. We're headed back down to the truck. We're headed back to Swallow Falls State Park. Not sure if I'm cutting this episode off here, but if I do, be sure to, you know, subscribe and check in next week, because next week we're doing the Lost Land Trail, which I think is somewhere around here actually. But that's going to be a cool hike. We're going down towards the Potomac River, and so there's supposed to be waterfalls and swinging bridges and all kind of cool stuff. So that's what we're doing tomorrow morning, and that could be, like I said, next week's episode, and we'll see you then.